Thank you for listening. A list of content warnings can be found in the episode description. Take care. Enjoy the show. Planescape Torment, the Unofficial audio series. A narrative let's play adapted and produced by RevocerGM. Combining in-game audio with additional voice acting through dialogue and descriptions to improve your listening experience. Rediscover the amazing story of the 1999 cult classic isometric video game, Planescape Torment, like you've never heard before. For all the grandeur of its name, the Vault of the Ninth World is a more modest operation than you had perhaps expected. From the outside, it appears imposing, with pillar-like buttresses framing an ornate and officious double doorway. But as soon as you step inside, you find yourself within a moldering, albeit large, warehouse. It is not the scale that is lacking. Indeed, the dim arcane lanterns shed their pale glow across innumerable stacks of crates and boxes, but more than half you can see look as though they have not been disturbed in centuries. The whole place feels neglected, a forgotten archival storage of countless denizens of the plains. One thing that dominates, however, is a large stone bust set behind a counter that acts as a division between you and the mountains of stock. You have no idea who or what this sculpture is meant to represent, but as you approach, its blockish features twist and begin to animate as a voice bellows from the space, resonating with every brick and beam about you.
Welcome to the Vaults of the Ninth World. How may I serve you on this fine day, Sigillian?
What is this place?
The Vault of the Ninth World is pleased to serve as a warehouse for the lower ward and all the sentience of Sigil. Our motto is, when one world just isn't big enough. We provide storage space for those that have little to spare. Our prices are competitive, our service exemplary, and our courtesy to customers is known throughout the plains.
What are you?
I am the voice of the Vault of the Ninth World. I am here to serve you, the customer. Instruct me in what you desire.
What's the Ninth World?
Frankly, I have no idea. I think the owners thought that it would be a clever name or something.
Is it really as big as a world?
Oh no, marketing exaggeration, but it is remarkably large. As I said, instruct me in what you desire.
All right, I'd like to store something.
I am sorry, customer. We seem to be full up at the moment. Can I do anything else for you?
I thought this was supposed to be a huge storehouse.
Well, yes. Only we ran out of space and there's something a little fishy going on around here and I don't know what. I am but the voice of the Vault of the Ninth World. The gist of the matter is this. We don't really accept items for storage anymore.
Whatever. I'd like to claim something.
And what was it you were looking for exactly?
I was told to tell you that I gave Pickett the laugh.
I certainly hope so, sir. Whatever that means. I'm just a big dumb rockhead. Here are your papers, sir.
With the sound of rustling pages, a sheaf of papers appears upon a small plinth on top of the counter.
And here.
Followed quickly by another ruffle. An envelope appears as well. Thank you.
No, thank you. And is there anything else that I can do for you?
Nothing. Farewell.
Farewell. We at the Vault of the Ninth World value your business. Please return.
Yeah, I'll bet. The papers themselves appear to be proof of Trist's innocence, a deed along with other signed documents stating her husband's payment of the initial loan. But the envelope holds correspondence between Byron and various criminals throughout Sigil, including Lenny himself, and should be enough for the Harmonium to make an arrest and have Byron stand trial. Back outside, the sky begins to shift to a hazy orange and the half-peak curfew of Trist's freedom is fast approaching. You step out, and immediately, the large frame of Corvus, the Harmonium Guard, blocks your way. Next to him, hands bound, is the thief Lenny.
Heads up, Cutter! Citizens, do not move.
What's going on?
As a member of the Harmonium Guard, it is my duty to maintain order here in Sigil. I have been informed that your actions disrupt that order, citizen.
What?
I ask that you remain still. Do not resist, or I will be required to use force.
Corvus draws his sword as Dakon and Anna ready their blades.
Don't do anything stupid, Bashes. It won't go down well.
Anna, Dakon, it's all right.
Citizens, please, lower your weapons.
Come on, Corvus. Who sent you after us?
Sod this. I'm not gonna let him chain us up. We haven't done it. Citizen, if you refuse to comply, I must see it as an admission of offense. Lower your weapons.
Who sent you, Corvus?
Citizen, don't make this difficult for me. I have to follow through. Byron told me that you and Lenny here were involved in an assault and are suspects of a theft.
Assault? Theft? What are you talking about?
You were seen leaving the moneylender's office within the hour, and both he and one of his guards were left injured. He says you attacked him after having communed with the detainee Trist at the auction block.
I didn't lay a finger on him.
I want to believe you, citizen. I do, but I cannot ignore what he said.
Corvus, he's trying to stop me from uncovering his own crimes. Here, look. You look to Lenny, who nods sadly. You realize his name is amongst those mentioned in league with Byron.
I also have proof of Trist's innocence.
Byron's loan was paid in full, and he knew it. Cautiously, he approaches and takes the documents from you. He examines them thoroughly, and then shakes his head.
That lying Burke! How can he get away with this?
That's up to you, Corvus. You said yourself you believed him connected to the murder of Zack. This may not prove that, but it's enough to make an arrest and get him on trial. Please, Corvus. I need to get to Trist before it's too late. Corvus shifts on his feet, looking uneasy. Letting you go would mean ignoring the claims of another, even if that other is the snake Byron.
These documents are quite detailed in their content. I personally will see to it that Byron Pickett is taken before the courts.
He gives you a hearty salute and sheathes his sword.
Go. Get to Trist. I believe that in halting you, I would only further disrupt the rightful order.
And to your surprise, he removes the chains about Lenny's wrists.
You too. I won't take Byron on his word. But once the courts see these documents, they'll want you brought in. Corvus, good luck, Lenny. Friend.
The Harmonium turns and gives you a slight bow.
Once again, I thank you, citizen.
Then strides away. Lenny looks at him in disbelief as he does.
Well, Cutter, I'm not sure who you are, but whatever luck you bring with you suits me just fine.
No one's ever said that before.
No. You did it, Cutter. You've set up a chain here that'll make Sigil a better place. Not many folk can say that.
What will you do now?
Get out of here, that's for sure. Maybe go to a prime. See what life can be like outside of this place.
Fair enough. Farewell, Lenny.
Yeah. Farewell.
The bustle about the auction block has diminished since your last visit. But the broker, Darren, still works the crowd emphatically, rousing the merchants' zeal as they slather over the remaining prisoners. The haggard bunch that remain on display look bitterly upon their fates. Trist is amongst them once again, chained at the back of the line. Her complexion is paled and her eyes dart about. As she notices you, she chances forth a hopeful smile.
Have you found the document, Cutter? Can you free me?
Yes, I have it.
A look of relief washes over her face. You think she is about to faint, but she quickly recovers.
I thank you, Cutter. Please return to me after you speak with Darren.
I will.
Darren, on the other hand, seems less pleased to see you. With a slight scowl, he forces a smile at your approach.
Well met again. What can I do for you on this glorious, smog-ridden day? I'm back for Trist. Are you now? Half-peak, did I say?
He gestures to the sky that is just now blushing to a bruised pink.
You, Syrah, are pushing the limits of my generosity.
I have proof that she is innocent of any crime. You put her up for auction, then you're dealing in slavery. No dodging it. No law, no justice, and the courts will have you hanged. His eyes glint and his teeth clench into a broad smile.
Oh, very well. No bother, Syrah. Show me this evidence.
He bows with a little too much exaggeration as he holds his hand out to you. You pass him the document, and he quickly scans its contents.
It seems we owe Lady Trist an apology, sir. From this moment she is free, and her status and property are to be returned to her. Hagen, unchain our Trist. She is free to go. I will see to it that all the arrangements are made with the court.
You better, Darren. With a bitter grin, he leans in close.
It's a rare individual who will do what you have done. Excuse me.
He bows to you, sincerely this time.
I must speak with Lady Trist. Farewell.
Within a short period, several clerks are summoned to verify Trist's situation, and the document is returned to her, along with various apologies and bows, with Trist nodding grimly throughout. But once all have left, you approach, and she turns to you and smiles warmly.
You are my savior, Cutter. I will forever be in your debt.
No debts, Trist. I was happy to help. She glances about, and then pauses to think for a moment.
You have saved me from certain death, I suspect. A slow, painful death.
She frowns as she thinks.
I can hardly repay you for this, but I shall try. With the documents you have provided, the courts will restore my status and finances. I have a small sum of coin held for me in the vault of the Ninth World. It is not much, but it is a well-deserved reward for what you have done.
She scribbles a passcode onto a scrap of paper and hands it to you. Thank you, Trist.
No, I thank you. Farewell, Cutter.
Farewell. As the light dwindles and the day comes to a close, the busyness of these streets begins to settle. Workers still trudge by in a steady stream, crossing paths to switch shifts, and the echo of hammered steel remains an ever constant. But the furor of commerce has ceased. Nights in the lower ward are reserved for creation. Perhaps Lenny is right. What you have done today may well have improved the lives of many around you, even just a little and ever so brief. You look to your companions, and for the first time since you had all joined together, there is an ease on each of their brows, even a slight smile of satisfaction. And perhaps old wounds may seem less dire. You make your way towards Giltspur's tavern, and on the way, you see a huddled woman, a Githzerai. She is hunched and bent, and her constant coughing is obviously a source of pain. She holds to her face a handkerchief that is practically soaking with blood, tissue, and phlegm. She notices you staring and hisses.
Are you all right? Are you in pain?
She coughs again and waves a hand at you dismissively, huddling into her rags, clearly wishing to be left alone.
Do you need healing? Is there anything I can do for you?
The woman blinks at you, her rheumy eyes tearing. And then, as she notices Dakon, she coughs out a few phrases in the Gith language.
Anasi, Jezratki, Neizan, Ne, Gusti, Nekencha.
Then doubles over in agony as another fit of coughing racks her body.
What did she say? Her name is Anazi. Her sickness is fatal. It causes her pain. The resistance of the people to the evil heirs that clot this ward is weaker than that of you humans. I am a Zerth. It is my responsibility to provide an alternative. She has begged me to do so since the people will not approach her.
Dakon leans down to her, and Anazi touches the unbroken circle of Zerthamon chained about his neck. Her face is stoic. Then be merciful, Dakon.
Leave us. I will hear her words, and give her life finality in the sharing of her story.
Quietly, Dakon leads the woman to a place of peace and privacy, where no guards or vagabonds will disrupt her final moments. Once they have passed beyond your view, you continue on to the Red Pony Inn. The energy inside is predictably boisterous, with all the bravado you might expect from a bar filled with drunken mercenaries. But after the days you've had, all of you now yearn for peace, and Giltspur allows you the use of your previously wrecked room. Anna quickly curls onto the armchair by the cot and is soon fast asleep. But Maud remains floating, staring at the now boarded window from which he had been kidnapped not 2 days before.
Another day in Sigil, am I right?
I guess.
Chief. I'm sorry.
What for?
Well, for getting caught like that.
That's not...
No, I know. But I mean, you were on a roll.
What makes you say that?
Come on. You found Farad, and the Fiendling. You know, you two get along real well.
What?
I've seen the way you look at it, Chief.
You're way off.
Nothing to be ashamed of, but that's not what I'm trying to say.
What's gotten into you?
Nothing. I'm just. Well, you were on a path to. Something happened to you up on that shelf. I'm trying to say thank you, Chief.
Okay.
So, yeah. Thank you. You know, there aren't many things that can scare a basher like me. Or you. But I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't come back.
Well, I'm pretty sure Lothar would have changed his mind and thrown you off that shelf the moment he realized how much talking you do.
Oh, haha, very funny.
But no, of course. The words that were inscribed in your tomb echo within your thoughts.
Don't trust the skull.
I mean, I need all the help I can get right now. And you're one of a few people I think I can actually trust.
Yeah.
Mort?
Yeah, Chief?
I could use some advice. What do you think I should do next?
Well, looks like we need to find out more about that night hag Ravel. And I have to tell you, Chief, I am not looking forward to that. Some of the graybeards in this burg must know more about her. Start hitting some of the high-ups. Factions, scholars. The Fest Hall sages have a whole font of knowledge.
Fest Hall?
Yeah, sensates. They have libraries of sensory stones that star experiences, and they have plenty of sages, lecturers, and trainers that might be able to tumble us under the dark of what's up with Ravel. And there's the Godsmen, but they tend to have their heads up their own asses so much it's hard to get anything useful out of them.
What do you know about her?
Well, she was balmy enough to choose to make you immortal. I mean, she could have chosen me. Still, anyone addled enough to lock horns with the Lady of Pain isn't someone we really want to find.
Right. Day 11. Hour. 2 before any peak. I helped someone else today. Trist needed something, and I was able to provide it. No death, no vengeance, but justice. So why doesn't it feel good? Surely I should feel good. I could tell Dakon, Anna, Mort. They looked for a moment to be happy, as though doing this today somehow felt right. And it was. I believe that. But I don't feel anything. I helped Trist because I could. Not because I should. In the tomb, one of the inscriptions mentioned incarnations who'd committed countless atrocities in their lives. It also mentioned that there could be as many who sought only to do good. But why? There were at least a dozen other prisoners on that block, and I helped one. Because that was the one that I could help. And maybe there is more. Maybe Byron being put away will help others. But for how long? I have lived countless lives. I'm dragging each of them now behind me, churning whatever and whoever steps in my path, for better or worse. And if nothing changes, I will live countless more. This ravel took my mortality. Why? Whoever I was before, that bound Dakon and traveled with Dianara, Zachariah, Mort. This me, it seems, was ruthless, scouring the plains, using whatever he could to find this answer, not stopping to consider what was good. And I don't want to be that. But what's the point in just tipping the scale if I don't know who I am? What does it matter what I do if life goes on forever? If I go on forever? You sit in the common room, stuck in your thoughts for a moment. Despite your allies' fatigue, it isn't all that late. The music still plays in the bar below. And so, Having had enough of your own company for one evening, you head downstairs. It's still busy, but there's room at the bar, and as you arrive, Giltspur places a tankard before you with a wink. It tastes strong, more than just ale, not particularly refined, but it's hitting the spot just now. And as you sink back to take in the hubbub of those around you, you notice the Githyanki warrior who'd clashed words with Dakon this morning. He is staring at you with eyes like two black stones. You raise your tankard, and he nods in return, rising from his seat. He is wearing strange, gaudy leathers, and as he sidles towards you, you notice a silver-wrought blade sheathed at his hip.
I saw you earlier. You are the human seeking memories. I can help you.
What help can you offer?
Am I not Githyanki? Do we not dwell on the fields of the astral plane? I am an angler of memories that disappear. I know how to attract memories. I know how to catch them.
He pauses and leans forward conspiratorially.
I know how to restore them.
You notice as he does several other Githyanki, all scattered about the bar. At a peripheral glance, each one has their eyes trained upon you. The astral plane? Interesting. What can you tell me about that?
It is a no place. A place between places, where mind is all that matters. It is the home of my people. When people die, their souls flee to the outer planes.
He reaches out his palm, and a flicker of pale light streams about it like a swirling cloud or a river of glass.
As they pass through the astral to reach them, their memories are stripped and left to bob in the silver sea. I know my way around this sea. I can help retrieve your lost memories. All that remains is for us to agree upon a price.
What price is that?
It is a matter of a few coins. The price is negotiable. You will determine the value of these memories I find and pay accordingly.
Sounds good. What do I have to do?
If I am to bait my hook, I will need some of the memories you currently possess. I also require a place of concentration and quiet. If you will follow me, we will journey to one such place, and I will make you whole once again. Agreed?
Agreed. Let's go. Thank you for listening to Planescape Torment, the unofficial audio series, a RevocerGM production. To support the show and those involved, please consider subscribing to our Patreon or donating via our Ko-fi page. Links to both are in the description.